Hi, I'm Ernest Lepore. We're at Ferrara Bakery, which is heaven in New York's heart of Little Italy. And I'm fourth generation and the executive pastry chef.
Hi, I'm Adeline Lepore Sessa. I'm also part of the fourth generation. We have 5 generations going. Currently, it's my brother and myself. My son runs our factory and my nephew is the general manager of the store right now. So Ferrara's is the oldest Italian pasticceria, which means bakery, pastry, and espresso bar in the United States.
Tricolore, rainbow cookies. Tricolore in Italy means the flag. So if you ask for a tricolore in Italy, you're not going to bring your cookie, you're going to bring your Italian flag. Here we understand it as this great cookie. It's 3 cakes made to be 1 cookie, which makes it so special. Today we're going to make tricolore rainbow cookies. And we're going to use macaroon paste. And you can see I like it smooth and at room temperature. Macaroon paste is very interesting. It comes from the apricot, which has a stone pit. In the center of the apricot is a kernel. And you know, the Italians, nothing go to waste. So they crack this, and then they put it through these pulverized granite wheels, and they make this paste. And then this has so much almond paste in it. But if you smell it, it's the real deal. You can smell the apricot almond in it. And as you see me working with it, it's soft. And then the best quality butter we can buy, shortening, sugar, fresh whole eggs, flour, and then we have some green and red color. So we're gonna mix and we're gonna cream with a beautiful batter. We're gonna mix them in that order. So we're gonna cream the macaroon paste, which has so much almond in it. Then we're gonna add the butter. Then we're gonna add the shortening. And then the sugar is gonna make it nice and creamy. Then we're going to add our eggs. And then our flour. And it's going to come together beautifully.
And it's important that if you come here today, you came here in 5 years or 5 years ago, that it tastes exactly the same. We do not compromise on the quality of our ingredients.
Then we're going to put it in 3 bowls and we're going to divide it equally. Just has to be equal. And then we're going to put our green and we're going to put our red. Getting the colors right. My sister would tell me, guys are a little colorblind. You gotta really be on your red and your green. It's not pink, it's not light green. Bringing it all together, creaming the macaroon paste and the almond paste and the sugar, and then you can all blow it on the color.
My version of baby pink and the baker's version of baby pink is always different. So I use a Pantone chart to show them the color pink I am talking about.
And then you can make me a sample. So we'll make sure we're on the same page. So we're gonna have a green, a plain, which is a white, and a red. And that's how we're gonna pan them and create our cookies. So we're going to put them in the oven for 350 for approximately 40 minutes until they're golden but not burnt, no bubbles. And then they're going to come out and they're going to keep cooking in the pan because the pan's warm. When we took it out of the oven, we're going to put a very, very thin coat, a skim coat of apricot marmalade. And then we're going to fold one onto the other. So after we build the cookie, we're gonna put a weight on it, compress it, and let it rest 24 hours. Then we're gonna pour chocolate over it and spread it out, let it set. Really, we do a first foundational coat of chocolate and a second coat of pretty chocolate. So we get rid of the craters. chocolate on the top, chocolate on the bottom, 7 layers. After it's all built and it's all chocolate, and we space it so we can cut logs, we're going to turn it 90 degrees and then cut each individual cookie. And this is our famous Ferrara tricolore cookies, 7-layer cookies.
So Ferrara's was incorporated in 1892, although we were incorporated even before New York City, because back then you didn't have to be incorporated. It was our great uncle Antonio Ferrara and our great grandfather Enrico Scopa. They were partners. So Ferrara's has been here the whole 131 years in the same building. At one time our factory was part of this whole entire block, but obviously New York real estate is just so expensive that we have another 36,000 square foot facility in New Jersey.
Our memories really start when we would get up in the morning. We'd have to wait for our father on the steps to come to work. And if we weren't ready for my dad, he left without us and we would cry. And that was the wrapped Sunday packages.
And it's a place where our family always met, and all different Italians would come to Little Italy because they would have countrymen that they could speak to and they would feel like they were in part of their country.
Going into October, November, December, we have the fall lineup, which is the harvest of the planet. So the panettone, the strufoli.
People love the strufoli so much. We only used to make it at Christmas because it was a Christmas item. Now we make it for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter, just because people desire it so much. Ferrara's is magical during the holidays. Our room is dressed up, and right after Thanksgiving, our whole ceiling is decorated.
It's really special. But I really like to keep Christmas through to January 6th, the Epiphany. That's when the Italians give their gifts. And then we discuss how do we make it more special.
You know, and people come here for Christmas, this Christmas season, for the panettone, the strufoli, the tricolor cookie, the Tironi. That's very specific to the holiday. Though they're always here for the lobster tail, the cannoli, the New York cheesecake, our gelato.
We ship, on average, 4,000 packages a day. We're not happy unless there's 50,000 packages for Christmas, 75,000 packages. I keep saying, build another shipping table. So I love this time of year because there's spice cookies, there's sesame cookies, there's almond cookies, fig cookies. 300 pans a day, because it's 3 layers, make 100 finished, which is 18.5 pounds. So on a good day, if I get to near 2,000 pounds of rainbow for the day, but it takes another day to cut them and such, I'm happy. Every day, we try to figure out how can we even have more fun with this. We're the real deal, or the authentic Ferrara recipe, which dates more than 130 years. We're not satisfied until all the world eats a Ferrara tricolore.
Today was a good day when every customer leaves here happy.